Hello everyone. Hope you all are taking good care of yourself, right? Your teacher Mr. Vinayak Jaiswal is going to start chapter 3 addition and subtraction of your book New Learning Mathematics Children. So children, let's start. Children, in our previous class you have learned that how to add 4 or 5 digit numbers without or with regrouping. In the same way, children, we can add more than 5 digit numbers. So, children, you also know that numbers to be added are called addends and the result obtained is called sum. So, children, let's see one example. Suppose, children, if you see example 2 given on page number 18 of your book, just see there are two numbers to be added. First number is 81305112. So, children, write the first number and write the second number just below the first number, that is 3989095 according to place value. Now children, the first number is also called addend, second number is called addend. Okay, these two numbers are called addend. Now children, let us add. Just see 5 plus 2, 7 children. Now 9 plus 1, 10. Write 0 here, carry over 1 here. Children, 5 plus 1, 6. After that 9 plus 0, 9. 8 plus 3, 11. Write 1 here, carry over 1 to the lakhs column. And children, 1 plus 1, 2. 9 plus 2, 11. So write 1 here, carry 1 to the 10 lakhs column. 8 plus 1, 9 plus 3, 12. Write 2 here and children carry 1 to the crores column and 1 plus 0, that is 1. So children, this is our sum. How will you read this one according to the place value, children? 1 crore 21 lakh 19,607 children. Now children, please see next page, that is page number 20, example 1. Okay children. Example 1, see children, says that the states of Punjab, Haryana and UP produced 7570819, then 4305925 and 8795947 bags of wheat respectively. Find the total number of bags, that is bags of wheat by these three states. So this example is given on page number 20 children. So how will you solve this word problem? Let us see. Children, you have to write the statement also. Statement is very necessary children. So children, just see. Wheat produced by Punjab is equal to, first statement is equal to 7570819 bags. Then next statement, wheat produced by Haryana is equal to 4305925 bags of wheat. After that children, wheat produced by UP is equal to 8795947 bags of wheat. After that simple addition children, add it, 9 plus 5 plus 14, that is write here 1, 21, then write 2, carry over 2, then add it, after that you will get 9. Then children, simple addition, 5 plus this one will be 2, carry 8 plus 9, that is 17 plus 9, that is 26. So write 6, carry over 2, and children, after addition you will get 12, and next you will carry over 1 here, simple addition, add these columns, and after that you will get 7. Then children, after addition again we will get 17, so write here 1, carry, add 5 plus 1, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 7, 16, and carry over 1, and at last children, after addition you will get 20. So children, these are the total number of bags of wheat. I hope you understood. The total number of wheat produced, that is equal to this much children. So write a statement like this. Therefore, the three states produce how much? 2067261 bags of wheat. Now children, let us try to understand subtraction children. In case of subtraction children, if you see carefully, What is the meaning of subtraction, children? Just see. The number from which we subtract, that is called minuend, and the number which is subtracted, that is called subtrahend. Okay, children, I hope you understood. So, children, let us subtract 3 minus 1, that is 2, 9 minus 1, 8, then 8 minus 3, that is 5, and children, very easy, 0 minus 0, 0, 6 minus 2, 4, 5 minus 1, 4. So, this is called difference, children. Let us solve one more question, children. Now, see, children, here you have to take borrow because you cannot subtract 8 from 2. So, take borrow from 8. This will become 12. Now, subtract. It will, here it will give you 4. 12 minus 8, that is 4. Now, here it is 7, children. Now, 7 minus 0, that is 7. Okay, and this will become 12 actually, children. Okay, now again, children, you have to take borrow from 0. You cannot take from 0. So take take borrow from 6. It will become 5. Okay, this will become 10, children. Okay, again take borrow 1 from this 10. So this will become 13. And here, children, it will become 9. So 13 minus 4, that is 9, children. 9 minus 1, that is 8. Now, children, 5 and here 7. You cannot subtract 7 from 5. So, children, take children, borrow from 9. So, this will become 10, children, and this will become 8. And here, children, if you take 1 from this 10, it will become 15. And here, children, 9. So, 15 minus 7, that is 8, children. 9 minus 1, again 8. And 8 minus 2, 7, children. I hope you understood. Oh, sorry, 6, children. Okay. 8 minus 2, that is 6. So, children, this is our difference. Okay. This is our minuend. So, children, always we write minuend first. Okay. And then subtrahend, children. Correct. And children, after that, difference. And children, to check how to check difference is correct or wrong. So, children, what will you do? You will add subtrahend, this one, and difference. Add subtrahend and difference. If suppose, and after adding subtrahend difference, you are getting this minuend, then, children, your difference is correct one. Okay, you can check like this. Okay, now let us try to see another way. Please turn the page, children. One example is given in the book, page number, just see. Whole class, children, that is on page number, I think, 22. So, children, page number 22, if you see, actually it is given there. What is given there, children? To find the sum of two numbers. Okay, example 1. Okay, if you see example 1, page number, look here, children, example 1, just see page number 22. Page number 22. Okay, children, sum of two numbers is given in the question, children, and one of the numbers also is given in the question, and you are asked to find the other number, children. So what will you do? Simple subtract. You write the first sum of two numbers, that is 4482308. Then, children, one of the numbers, that is given number, write below that 918695. Now, after subtracting, children, this number from the sum, you will get the answer, that is other number 3563613. So this is your, children, second number. Okay, children. Now, children, let us try to understand page number 23, that is properties of addition, children. Okay, children. Children, properties of addition is given on page number 23, children. First property, look everybody, the sum of two numbers does not change when we change their order. Let us see here one example. 49 plus 20, you are getting 69. And after that, you change the order of the two addends, write 21st and 49 after that. Again, see, children, you are getting the same answer, that is 69 and 69. So this property is called actually commutative property of addition. Okay, it is given in the book, children. Next property, just see, children, sum of three numbers does not change. That is when we change their grouping. So let us take three numbers 26, 50 and 14. Now children, suppose if we add 26 and 50 first, so what do we get? 76. And after that children add 14. Okay, so what do we get? 90. Now let us add it in another way, children. Now children, if you add 50 and 14 first, add 50 and 14 first, so what will you get? 64. And after that children, you add the remaining number, that is 26. Again children, you are getting same answer, that is 90. So children, what do we see? Both the cases answers are same. And this property is called, children, associative property of addition. I hope you understood. Now third property, children, very simple property, that is sum of a number and a zero is the number itself. Always remember, sum of a number and zero, you will get the same number. In other words, when we add 0 to the number, we get the same number. Just see, 73 plus 0, 73, or 0 plus 73, again same number 73. So children, here this property is called identity property of addition. Okay, and 0 is called the identity element of addition. Identity element of addition. Now children, just see page number 24 of your book. You have learned in class 4 the method of estimating the sum and difference to the nearest 1000 and 10,000 children. So we will apply the same rule here also. Now here we shall understand how to estimate the sum and the difference. But before that children, you must know how to round up the given number to the nearest lakh or nearest thousand, nearest tens, near 100, whatever. So children, you must know the rule how to round up the number. If you don't know, please go to the book of your previous class. Now children, here we shall understand example given on page number 25, rather I think no 24, 25, yes children, 25. See, actually this is 25 children. Okay, page number 25. Four examples are given there. Let us see one by one. Okay children. Okay, so children, first example, example 1, find the actual and the estimated sum of the two numbers by rounding off to the nearest lakh. So children, first you all find the actual sum by simply adding these two numbers. Okay, now to find the estimated sum, children, what will you do? First you have to round up the number to the nearest lakh. At the lakhs place, just see 3 is there children, after 3 8 is there. So to increase this 3 to 1, it will become 4, and the remaining digits you put 0 like that. Okay, so 50 you should will be here. After that, second number children, just see round off. So at the lakhs place it is 2, so write 2 here, because after 2 1 is there, so write simply 2 as it is. Okay, don't increase this 2. Okay, because 1 is less than 5. Now for the remaining digits, just put 0. So how many 0? 5 0 should be there, and after that add it, you will get answer 6 lakh. Okay, 4 lakh plus 2 lakh equal to 6 lakh. Simple children. Now example 2 children, just see example 2. Find the actual and the estimated difference of the given number by rounding off to the nearest lakhs, children. Again in the same manner children. First let us find the actual difference. So children, it is shown in the screen, just see everybody. Now to find the estimated difference, children, round of the given number to the nearest lakh. So it will become 8 lakh, the first number, second number will become 6 lakh. Okay, according to the rule. Now subtract, you will get the answer as 22 lakh. 2 lakh is the estimated difference. Okay children, next example 3 children, Rishabh spent some rupees on buying a flat and some rupees on buying a car, and estimate the total cost he paid and compare with the actual cost. So children, first you write the estimated cost of flat, because actually children you have to find the total cost, that estimated total cost. So first you estimate the cost of flat that is given in the question. So round off that number to the nearest lakh, children, it will become 64 lakh. And next one, estimated cost of a car, that will become 5 lakh children. Okay, round up both the price to the nearest lakh. It will become, first will become 64 lakh, second will become 5 lakh. Now children, estimated total cost. So add both the price, okay, estimated price, and after that we will get 69 lakh. So this is the children our estimated total cost. Okay, this is our estimated total cost. Now children, find also the actual cost. So simple addition children, add both the price and you will get this one, 69 lakh 20,725. This is the actual cost, whereas 69 lakh children is the estimated total cost. Okay children, word problem children, very important. Try to write the statement. It is very important. Okay, in case of a word problem children. Now let us see another example 4 given on the same page, that is page number 25 children. Okay, Renuka earns this much rupees in a year and spends some rupees. Okay, now children, estimate her annual savings. So children, first what will you do? Round off the given amount, given price to the nearest lakh children. So annual income will become 15 lakh children. Okay, just see according to the rule. And after that annual expenditure will become 13 lakh. Okay, now add this to find the annual savings children. What will you do? Will subtract this annual expenditure from annual income. Okay, this is our annual income 15 lakh and this is our annual expenditure, that is 13 lakh. To find the annual savings children, you have to subtract annual expenditure from annual income. Now subtract it children, you will get 22 lakh, and 2 lakh is children our annual saving. I hope you understood the chapter very well children. Okay, no problem in the chapter. Now thank you. So keep practicing. Thanks for watching children. Goodbye.